that Donald Trump signed an executive order, and he did this while people were in the air, while people were in planes, with no warning, and they got there into the airports and they were detained. So we've seen the pictures. There are children who have been in handcuffs. There are families who do not know what is happening to their loved ones. There are people with green cards, people who have every right to be there, who already have made their home in America. And Donald Trump has signed that order. And we say that is disgusting. We say that it is cowardly. We say that it is illegal under international law, under American law. Everybody in this earth has the right to seek refuge. I'm going to say that again because it's really bloody important. Everyone on earth has the right to seek refuge. So we are coming out today and we are standing here in solidarity with refugees. We are standing here in solidarity with Muslims because we know that this is a Muslim ban. We know that this is yet another attack on our Muslim brothers and sisters, and we say it's not fucking good enough. And we are in solidarity because you've got to have hope, because you can see, if you look it up, there are people resisting. We know that ordinary people, ordinary Americans went out to the airport at like 1 a.m. They turned up, they got out of their beds and they drove there and they showed up and they said this is not good enough. And then the taxi drivers in New York went on strike and they said this is not good enough. And then lawyers went and sat on the floor of the airports and worked their arses off collectively, unpaid, volunteering so that people could access their rights to which they're entitled. They're just defending due process. And these lawyers did that. I saw an amazing photo of this woman who was like 8 months pregnant, kneeling on the floor with her laptop, working on behalf of people she did not know. And that gives me so much hope. So thank you for coming out tonight. This is really important. We will stand with refugees, we will stand with Muslims, and we will keep standing and we will keep coming out when they come for LGBT people, when they come for other immigrants, when they come for women, when they come for our black brothers and sisters. We know this, we will keep turning up and we will stand up together for our common humanity. Thank you.
Is that special relationship now with the man in the White House or with the people he threatens? Because it cannot be both. And I feel a special relationship with the people he marginalised in his campaigning, the people whose human rights and dignity he threatens, with women whose reproductive rights are already under assault in the United States, with black people, with minority ethnic groups, with Muslims and other religious minorities, and with immigrants from many, many countries, not just the ones on his list the other day, people he's been marginalising for a long time, the LGBTI people who his running mate, his partner in crime, Mike Pence, will be a direct threat to the lives and the well-being of LGBTI people in the US, and to the many, many other people who, let's remember, out-voted him in that election. We must stand with them. Our special relationship must be with them, and I found it nauseating to see a Prime Minister facilitate and handhold that man when she went to visit him. And if they organise a visit for him in Scotland when he comes to the UK, we must give him the welcome he really deserves, one that puts our bodies in his way. When he's been here before, we made him look like the fool that he is when he came to Parliament. We beat him in the courts, and we're going to make sure that we frustrate his every intentions if he comes to Scotland as well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the organisers for bringing us here. And let's keep up the work.
basically mints. And the next time he wants to hold hands with anybody because the bloated manatee is scared of stairs. How can you be scared of stairs? What is he, a Dalek? Guys, the most important thing is he is going to come to this country, and I genuinely want him to come so that we can all line the motorways, line the roadways, line the streets, and hang off the buildings with a special sign for Trump that rhymes with Jeremy Hunt and means the same thing. My friend Scott told me today that he has cancelled out the LGBTQRSPT, all those people, he has cancelled them out on his website. He's going to cut HIV and AIDS funding in America. My brother died of HIV. He's going to cut it because he wants Melania's jewellery on his website, but he doesn't want people who need access to healthcare and AIDS and HIV medicines. He's going to cut that budget because that doesn't affect him apparently. Guys, we need, as a country, all joking aside, to stand together and make sure every time somebody says, why do you bother to vote Trump? Sorry, why do you bother to protest Trump? Why do you bother to vote Trump's a good question. I have to do that while I'm doing it. So, why do you bother to protest Trump? Why have you not protested the things in your own country? Every single person here has protested things in their own country. We stood up against the bomb. We stood up against the bomb in the law. We stood up against the Tories. We stood up against the benefit sanctions. This is now the new thing to protest. And remember, people at the back, your families went to the Spanish Civil War and fought fascism before. We are their children. Children, and we will keep coming out and keep telling Trump he can run up my hump. Thank you. Tom. I see you. A regular punter. I'm a regular punter, the same as you and you and you. And I woke up in a sunny Sunday in July 2015 and I thought, I'm going to go to Cali and I am going to take things from the people in Glasgow to the people who are stuck in Cali and who cannot, for reasons, manage to live in even basic human conditions. And I went to Cali in a transit van with stuff donated from people from Glasgow. And I was horrified, absolutely horrified, about the conditions that people were living in the camp in Cali. When I came back from Cali, I decided I'd put on a little evening to explain to the people who donated what had happened, and I thought like 20 of my friends and family would come, and over 200 people came to find out how they could help. And from that evening, Scottish Action for Refugees was born, and we have since been to Lesbos to assist in refugee camps in Lesbos. We have built shelters in Cali. We have sent containers loads of aid to Syria, and this year we sent a container of warm winter clothing to the refugees in Greece. Everyone has the right to seek refuge. The people that I met in Cali and in Lesbos did not leave their homes because they were looking for your benefits. They did not leave their homes so that they could work for £8.50 in Tesco's. They left their homes because they were fleeing bombing, war, death, destruction at the hands of their own government. People do not put their tiny babies in an inflatable boat and a life jacket full of straw because they want to come for money. They come because they are terrified and they have an absolute right under international law to seek refuge. We will continue to support refugees where we can because it is our moral obligation to do so. Every single one of us could be a refugee tomorrow,
And you would expect the rest of the world to stand up for you when you could not stand up for yourself. This is why we are here. We are standing up for people who cannot stand up for themselves. And each and every one of you is doing the one thing that you can do. We cannot all do everything. We cannot solve these problems on our own, but every one of us doing the one thing that we can do adds up to something. And that is what we're about, and that is why you are here tonight. Well done for turning out. We stand up for refugees. Refugees are welcome here.